Hello and welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. I am Akhilesh Suman and I am presently in Israel. In next half an hour, I am going to show you miracles in Israeli agriculture and how India is following it and many other countries are also following it. Really, Israeli agriculture is a miracle, and we will show you how Israelis are doing the best in agriculture sector.
Israel, the biblical Holy Land, a country known for its rich culture and history, a sacred place for Jews and Christians across the world. A country of clean and beautiful infrastructure, of historical sites, a country of around 1 crore thriving population, a bridge between Asia, Africa and Europe. Israel is so important that every country wants to have a relation with it. But Israel is also this: a land in conflict. A country on perpetual brink of war with Palestine, known for its hard-trained world-class soldiers. Which of these is the real Israel?
Palestinian residents of its occupied eastern half protested outside the old city's Damascus gate.
Seeking the answers, my team and I took to the streets of Jerusalem. Watching the localities, speaking with the locals, we are told that Israel's success story is neither its military nor the sophisticated technology, but agriculture. Israel's milestones. Israel was established on 14th May 1948. Jews from all over the world went to Israel. Jews called Israel as their homeland. They developed their country with missionary zeal. Over half of Israel's saline soil was arid or semi-arid. Only 20% of the total land was arable. Now it tripled the territory used for farming. Its production also multiplied 16 times since then. Israel's agricultural success is a learning lesson. Close cooperation between farmers, agro-industry and technological research are key to success. Israel's research and development is 17% of its total agricultural budget. We came across Binyamin Beni, an Indian by descent but an Israeli citizen. A Jew by religion and a successful businessman, he said Israel has traveled very fast to make itself independent in food security.
In 1970s, it was a lot of troubles that we had of water and a lot of problem of fruits to get fruits and all that. Except orange, I remember oranges and santras. You know that's what we were getting that time. But slowly they developed with the agriculture, of course with the irrigation, and then slowly they started dealing with the agriculture. Today, Israel is completely out of. We don't import anything. We just do our products, vegetables and of course fruits. And today you can get all the fruits except some tropical fruits that like jackfruit and coconut we can't get, but otherwise almost all the fruits we are getting, and it is production of Israel. So a lot of things that Israel can produce India is also producing now, and not only that, especially in Aurangabad, they are given the grapes, the big ones, Aurangabad, and then you have oranges in Nagpur, and then you have the grapes in Nasik. So all these kind of things are coming from Israel, and I think this is one of the great things of Israel, to give India, a small country to big country, because we are having a lot of land.
We contacted the Israeli Foreign Ministry too, tried to understand from them the strength of their country. And finally, we were suggested to visit Amnon Ofen, who will tell you about Israeli agriculture. About 40 kilometers from Jerusalem, we traveled to Kibbutz Naan to meet Amnon Ofen. The travel is comfortable and we traveled through lush green area and agricultural fields. In his office, Amnon Ofen, an agriculture engineer and director of Nandanjian company, exposed us to a brief history of Israel and its agricultural endeavor.
Israel known in the kind of settlement which are kibbutz or moshav. Kibbutz is a social settlement which everybody is equal, and in the beginning this was the most significant of Israel after we came out of the exile.
No.
So Nan is a kibbutz. So Nan, Dan Jen is based on three companies, Nan, Dan and Jen. Nan is the Israeli pioneer company,
Okay.
established in the year 1937.
Oh.
So we are now celebrating 80 years.
Agriculture in Israel is a highly developed industry. This, despite the fact that the geography of Israel is not naturally conducive to agriculture. More than half of the land area is desert, and the climate and lack of water resources do not favor farming. Residents remind us that agriculture isn't an age-old concept of Israel. Jews were traditionally never trained to be farmers. But the onslaught of the Second World War forced them to gather at one place, Palestine, and the Israelis took it upon themselves to make something of the barren lands. What followed has surprised not just Israel, but the entire world. Israel produces over 90% of its own food requirements and feeds several parts of the world. Israel is a major exporter of fresh produce and a world leader in agricultural technologies. They have developed technologies to beat the heat and the dry land's infertility. Israel is home to two unique types of agricultural communities, the kibbutz and the moshav. Today, we are in a kibbutz area. Kibbutzism is a collective community in Israel, following a combination of socialism and Zionism. Vast, lush green patches, farmers going about their work, but there's something different about the way farming is done here.
You might be thinking this is a sea or a lake, some mass of water, but it is neither a sea nor a lake. We will tell you it is something else that you will be surprised about.
The plastic tunnels that you see here are not a series of pipelines to carry water. It's a device to save the plants from water. Amazing, but true. A country that is deprived of water clearly knows how to save each drop. Let's go in and see how it looks. Inside the tunnel, you can see brinjals growing. The vegetables are being taken care of like a child inside these white covers. And these holes you see are for the plants to breathe. Certainly very different from how our brinjals grow back in India.
What is this, Mr. Offen?
Right now in Israel is a winter
Okay,
and it's raining.
okay,
So it's our monsoon.
okay,
So we cannot go in monsoon in open field.
okay.
So we are going in small tunnel, as you can see here.
Yeah,
And we are going here brinjal,
okay,
which will not be raining or cold. We can remove the plastic covering, and if it will come again cold or rain, we will cover it.
okay.
So we can supply by this through the whole year eggplant to the market, not only in season which we can go in open
So you can
field.
also grow brinjal in summer here?
We can go also in summer, but it's quite sometimes difficult.
Okay.
So we can go it also in this plastic. But what is my dream is that also India will use lot of plastic covering and compete with the monsoon, because India is still pending, the Indian farmer is still pending on the monsoon. If the monsoon is good, so using plastic covering, small tunnel, big tunnel or greenhouse, this is one of the solution for India to get all year product and yield.
The long series of tunnels will often make you feel as if you are confronting an industrial environment. No doubt, agriculture in Israel is like an industrial product. It requires a lot of capital and skilled labor. Since Israel is a small population of merely 90 lakh people, so they employ labor from outside and their preference is Thai laborers.
Israel is a small country. We are coming to agreement with the Thailand government,
Okay.
and they are sending here
The
quite
labor.
the labor.
And they are good?
They are super, working very good,
Okay.
morning till evening. No, don't complain. And when they are going back to Thailand, they are doing it, implement it in their country.
Oh, so double benefit.
Double benefit.
That you don't think that it is your patent right is getting disclosed?
No, it's missionary as to assist all farmers in the world.
Oh my God.
Now we move to the cactus plants. These are part of major plantations in Israel. Who would imagine that these flowers full of thorns are actually edible? You can eat the tiny red fruits after cleaning them, and you can even eat the leaves. A farmer says that Israel is developing a seedless variety of cactus that may be helpful in meeting food security and also treat ailments like diabetes. This is the reason why cactus is grown on a large scale all across Israel.
In Hebrew or in Arabic, named sabres. Okay. Sabres meaning that inside the fruit is very sweet. So
Okay.
the Israeli are inside very, very sweet.
I know.
But outside,
They are like
they're
thorn.
very torn. So the Israeli who are born in Israel, their name is a sabres. Sabres is the Arabic name.
Israel's crops. Half of Israel's total agricultural production are fruits and vegetables. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, apples, apricots, grapes, peaches, mangoes, plums, dates, cactus and pears are major fruits. Israel's greenhouse tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, peppers, herbs and melons are of the highest international standards. They are also producing fish in deserts and they also grow wheat in low quantity. Israeli potatoes are of very high quality. Now we move towards an orange orchard. These are mandarins, thin-skinned, seedless and very sweet. These trees are pruned to allow more sunlight, which means more fruits, and the spacing between the rows of trees is very crucial too. These trees are covered to save them from the acidic rains.
This is a special type of mandarin named Or, very thin skin
Okay.
and seedless
Okay.
and very, very sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet, super sweet.
But it's a variety of orange.
It's mandarin, not citrus. It's not citrus. This is mandarin.
Very sweet. There's no seed in this. There's no seed in this.
This is seedless.
Oh,
Now, as can you see, this is our new system of growing.
okay.
In the past, the tree was very high.
Oh my God.
Now, what we're doing, after harvesting, we are pruning the trees
Oh,
and giving more light inside.
okay.
So this is what we call intensive way of growing.
More light inside.
More light inside, more yield outside. And now, new system of growing in Israel, we call it the wall growing, meaning we are cutting straight here and straight for the other,
Okay.
and we're going only on the wall,
Okay.
both sides, so it's easy also to harvesting. And what you see here,
Yeah.
this is the plastic.
Okay.
When there's a big rain or some, we can covering it
Okay.
against health. You know health?
Eh?
You know health when it's coming, how do you call it?
Okay.
Big health, we can covering and keep the plantation alive.
Cover it from above.
Above, yeah,
Oh, you cover the whole tree.
the whole tree.
The farmer insists I should take some oranges for myself and my team. And just like that, it starts raining. The trees are protected, but not our cameras, and we rush for shelter. All the running has made us hungry, and it's the right time to savor some Israeli food. We are at the Kibbutz Village Club and line up with the others for food. It is delicious. My team is relieved that there is vegetarian food too. Both children and adults come here to have joint community dining. Spiced rice, pulses, assorted vegetables, chicken. There's everything, including fruit, an inseparable part of each meal, they tell us. After food, it is now time for the village children to play or pose for our cameras. We move ahead, and the locals also tell us that livestock farming is a big source of income for many Israelis. All of Israel's milk consumption originates from dairy farms within the country, with most herds consisting largely of Israeli Holsteins, a high-yielding, disease-resistant breed. Furthermore, sheep milk is exported. This is often again. He shows us how they look after the large plantations with the help of these water sprinklers and sprayers, each for a different type of crop.
This one is named Rainford.
Okay.
Why Rainford? Because the discharge of the sprinkler is like falling of rain.
Okay. So when it is deep irrigation, so do you need such type of sprinklers?
Yes, because always there are some times which you can use also this sprinkler, which give you sometimes better solution than the drip. Sometimes you also can combine, because you can put it in small wheel like towing. So drip irrigation you can also put, and after irrigation you can
Remove.
take it, take it to another stand, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to put sprinkler to all the farm.
Okay.
You irrigate today here, then you shift it by hand to another place.
Okay.
Drip irrigation is the main contribution of Israel in agriculture. The water goes directly to the roots. This saves wastage of water. For drip irrigation, pipes are laid in sequence like this, giving proper space to the plants. Irrigation systems are actually the main strength and innovation of Israeli agriculture. There are various types of irrigation systems that Israelis are using. These include jets, sprinkling, and spraying in different ways. Computer-controlled drip irrigation, computerized early warning systems for leaks, thermal imaging for crop water stress detection, biological pest control are Israel's uniqueness. New varieties of fruit and vegetables are its main achievements of agriculture. Dairy and desert farming are superb. Israel's natural water supplies are below the UN definition of water poverty. 86% of water is reused and stored after desalination through plants. Israel exports agriculture technology all over the world. Amnon Offen also took us for a round to a factory that makes equipment. The equipment is the backbone of agriculture in Israel. The equipment is made locally, not imported from China. These are nozzles of different sizes and shapes that become part of water jets for farming communities.
The farmers are able to shift from flood irrigation to drip irrigation, and this is how in the last 10-15 years at least 5 to 7 million Indian farmers shifting from flood to drip irrigation, and other 3 with other companies. It means that the farmers are not stupid. They understood that by using drip irrigation they are getting double yield or sometimes 3 times more, and they can survive and do money.
This factory is being run by Nandan Jain Company and its CEO is David Arolkar. Interestingly, he is also of Indian origin but was born here. He shows us around and explains how the Israel of today is a sea of change from its time of inception.
You are CEO of this Nandan company.
Yeah,
Nandan
I work
Jain.
in 22 years.
22 years.
22 years.
Ah.
I start from the pipe and here also. Now I'm making all the order, shop, everything.
Okay. So what is here? What are you making here in this?
Where? Injection. Injection for all the plastic.
Okay.
Also have the silicone there.
Okay.
We're making the rubber.
Okay.
All the silicone.
But
Now,
mainly here to producing the dripper.
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
So this is also part of Nandan irrigation system.
Just for Nanda, not
Nanda.
for outside.
Okay.
Also making from India.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so
Nice to
much.
meet you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Amnon Offen has a plan for India too. He says, though it requires some money in the beginning, but it can be easily made up in a year.
We will do it all around India. But first should be a willing and awareness from the local government, local state. So Maharashtra, okay, Gujarat is okay, UP is okay, but as much as more the local state will understand, it will be done.
But it is not very costly.
I will tell you, 1 year, after 1 year, you cover your investment
In 1 year.
in 1 year. So it's cost effective.
And he wants to open one-stop solution for everything from seed to fertilizers to agriculture in Indian villages.
We are coming with a basket of solution. Okay, he's not have to go to 100 people to get fertilizer, to get pump, to get dripper, to get filter, or to get seed.
Okay.
We are coming one-stop agro shop, one unit. We give him full solution from A to Z.
Everything.
Everything from zero to the end.
So this is Israeli agriculture. Indeed, Israel is a revelation. The farming communities are far from the cliched image the world has of the country. It's no surprise that apart from modern weaponry and technology, India is highly interested in investing in Israel's farming techniques.
This is not very easy to do agriculture in Israel, but Israelis are doing it. They have put their hearts and minds into it and also applied best technology into it. I have shown you just a glimpse of it, but best part of it is that it is also coming to India, and it will be in the interest of both India and Israel. This is all in Raj Sabha television for this special report. We will come back to you again with another report. Akhilesh Suman for Raj Sabha television with camera person Junaid in Kubit village of Israel.